I need to start getting like a little mount where I can like mount this onto the
I
microwave.
know, right? We got to get you a mount, right?
Like a cooking show, like a real one.
We are live, you guys.
Oh, we are.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Hey! What's up? So let's talk about the game. The game's coming up. It's kind of eerie, kind of exciting. Not really because like I watched a few pregame of the pregame show, and it wasn't
Can you
like
get the pregame show? Because it is so messed up on my end over here.
yeah. I mean, I watched the ESPN one. I watched the NFL Network one. I was
Mhm.
just flipping through channels, and then I went and landed on the CBS, but I haven't really stuck around and watched that one because I had a few things going on. I was trying to be festive and make some food for the
Right.
game, so I made some wings. Celeste is making some soup.
Oh, that
Um,
is very different for the
We're
day.
really not. Yeah, we're really not. I don't know if we're doing any type of besides the wings. I don't know if we're doing any other type of dips or anything. We usually have like chips and guac and
Hmm.
queso and stuff like that. But like
Yes.
it's just us, and so there's not a lot of people. You
And
know.
see, I
And
I am
why is Gavin on here?
I
Why
have
did
no
Gavin?
idea, you know.
Oh, he just logged off. I was going to say, hey, Gavin, but it's one of the kids from our program.
Ah.
Yeah, he like clicked on it and then clicked off. He's like, "Oh, those are adults.
Correct. There you go.
They
Those
might
are
yell. They
adults.
might yell at me."
You know, I'm
So,
excited to post a picture later about what I'm going to be making or what we're going to be trying to make. How about that? I'm
so
trying
yeah,
to like recreate
kickoff
the
is in like.
stadium.
I'm assuming kickoff is in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So any predictions on who's gonna defer? Who's gonna win the coin toss? I mean, who? I guess Kansas City's the home team, even though it's not really their home stadium, which is kind of eerily weird.
Mm-hmm. I think that I am prepared to see the GOAT win. How about that? But at the same time,
I wouldn't be shocked.
yeah, I'm not shocked, right? But at the same time, I really want a good game. Like, I want to see a really good game. I want to see
So
some fight in it.
last year was kind of funny because
Hmm.
I was at a friend's house and we were watching the game, and he had paused it because we had sat tried to eat first before we sat down to watch the game. And then instead of like fast forwarding through like commercials, we didn't really do that. We were kind of chit chatting through
Hmm.
commercials, so we didn't really stay up with the game. And then at halftime, I decided to leave to go home, but we were actually behind, which it wouldn't have taken me long to get home. It was only like a 10-15 minute drive, but I I get home. I'm halfway there, and my son is like looking at the phone. Excuse me, looking at the phone. He was like, "Oh, Kansas City just scored," and I was like, "What? We just left there."
Last year's game was so fun.
And so I missed like the comeback because Celeste wasn't watching the game, so I couldn't get her to like pause it and
Hmm.
stuff. So I missed some of the comeback. I caught the end when I think they scored the last touchdown in the fourth quarter,
Hmm.
and then San Fran was trying to make a run, make another comeback to I guess win the game or tie the game. What was the score anyway? I don't even remember.
That's a
I
good
think they
question.
won by like 6 points or something, right?
That is a good
Something weird
question.
like that. So
So,
this year would
I
be
believe
not.
it was
I would
27-24. Wait, hold on, pause. Yes.
Yeah. So they were coming back to either tie the game or win the game, and I think they they went for it on fourth down and did not get it or something. or something weird. I don't know.
The
It feels like eons ago. I think it's because we missed so many other sporting events in between that you it feels like
and
a
how are
like a,
those wings going right there?
Yeah. So these are the. Oops.
No, it was 2031. So the Chiefs were 31 and then 49ers were 20. Sorry, Ben, go ahead.
Oh, I'm saying those are the ones I've taken out so far.
okay.
Yeah.
I cut into them. They're clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So that's
bro.
good. Now I've got the second batch in.
Well, look at you, Chef.
I know, right? Chef Ben over here in his
Chef
new
Ben.
household. Yeah,
Being domesticated.
that's right.
Yeah,
That is
we took a nap.
absolutely
I came
correct.
up to it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I've got, beers ready.
That's right. A nice little, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
middle
I had my stout earlier.
Would you look at that? While we also have a stout coming out next week. Isn't that right, you guys?
Mhm.
I do believe so.
We do have our own action coming out next week. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
We have not said much about it, but we will. How about that? We will be talking about that.
And that looks like a stout right there.
Yeah, what has that been?
So this is from a local brewery here out near Haymarket called Old Bushead, and that is a caramel macchiato stout that they have.
That sounds very fancy.
Yes, it's very
Right?
is that like I guess it's like a breakfast. Is that a breakfast stout? Caramel macchiato?
You probably could with some cereal.
I don't know about cereal, but maybe have it with maybe have it with an egg sandwich or something. I don't know.
You could do that too. I guess depends on what you have in the house.
Do you know how they were able to create that for you to be able to want to get that more so, right? So you got that caramel macchiato one. What do you know what they put into it?
I wish I knew how they make this. So you and I have talked about hopefully one day starting our own little thing.
Mm-hmm. We need to make some beer, Herb. And we need to go ahead and make some some type of whiskey bourbon, like a nice smoky rye, right? There's this rye I really wish you should try it. It's called Ranger Creek, and it's smoked, and it's in Texas.
Okay.
But we would have to order it for it to
Is
get.
it rye whiskey?
Yeah.
Is it a rye? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I'm having a rye right now. I'm having
Are you? Who was that?
Yeah, Angel's Envy.
Ah.
Why a rye whiskey then, not a beer?
No, not a beer. Yes, whiskey. Yes, Angel's Envy. Okay.
Yeah, that's a bourbon, but it's a pretty good rye.
See, Herb, I've got something here eventually for you.
Oh, Foster's, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Old Foster's good. That's good stuff.
His husband drinks whiskeys and stuff, and that's I know one of his favorites. So I was like, all right, I'll get that.
Well, that's nice of you. Are you having guests over today, or are you doing like everybody else, socially distanced Super Bowl?
So
doing the social distance Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so
same
for
here.
the Super Bowl, all right, you guys. So who do you have? Who is your pick?
Herbert?
I think I'm gonna go with the young gun. I'm going with Patrick Mahomes. I think their weapons and I think because Andy Reid is has a little bit too much time to prepare because he's lost a couple of linemen that are crucial to some of the plays that they run. However, he's probably going to scheme it to where it'll give him an advantage on getting the ball out quicker or making some quick runs. Like screen passes, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Some RPOs that'll make the defense guess a little bit, stuff like that. So I think it's kind of funny because everybody's like, "Oh my God, Tyreek Hill had such an awesome game against them," but I think he's going to have a pedestrian game. But I think there's other players that are going to have humongous games against the Tampa's defense because they're going to key in on him, which is going to hurt them. I say that it's quietly that Kansas City's defense is going to play better than Tampa Bay's defense. So I'm picking
I am
Kansas City.
really excited about watching Patrick Mahomes because he is, I don't know, for you, I mean, for me, over the course of the year, he's been super like into his whole role as a leader, right?
Yeah.
He has been a serious leader, and I like to see him on the field too as a leader. And it'll be a fun game to watch him against Tom Brady because um, Tom Brady is the GOAT. Like, I'm really expecting him to win in a sense, right? I mean,
Yeah,
realistically,
there's like
that
all
man
these
is probably gonna win,
right. There's all
right?
these conspiracy theories out there that are saying that it's possible that the league is going to try to give him the game.
Right. Like
But I
watching
don't
him
know. I don't
fight
know if
is fun.
that's possible.
Do you think that Tom Brady's gonna win? You don't think so, Ben?
No, I mean I think he stands probably the best chance. I think these are the two, best teams that we're playing right here now. So I definitely think that there's a possibility he could win. Like he's in it. It's not going to be a blowout, but I do think the younger team and the maybe a little bit more creative team and has a little bit more chemistry will win because Tom Brady's new this year. A lot of players in that team are new this year. So I think that they're a little bit more creative. I joked with her about how many shuffle passes are we going to see by Mahomes to Kelsey or somebody because he's done that now 2 times this season.
Right.
I know there's been a lot of talk that Kelsey could possibly win the MVP if they win because I think he's going to have a major role because I think he's going to actually he's going to block a lot more this game. He's going to block, he's going to chip, and then he's going to go out for passes. So if he blocks and the linebackers get stuck watching Pat Mahomes, he's going to slide out and catch a few passes, and he might catch a few pitches, like you said, Ben, and run them for some significant yards. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. I think
I'm excited
usually
because
you're
you got
like
the old and the new, right?
yeah. Well, it's not really the old and the new. It's kind of funny because the only old is Tom Brady, really.
Well, yeah.
The
old and the new.
Right, but like the old, I mean, when I think about, especially these type of sports, you're always thinking like the team. The team is pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams are pretty young. Tampa Bay is pretty young. Their core is pretty young. The only thing is that they needed a quarterback to take them over that hump. It's kind of funny because they had a quarterback that had 30 touchdowns last year and 31 interceptions.
That's right, Megan.
Yeah, so
y'all remember Megan from Falls Church Distilleries? That's
hey,
right.
Megan, how are you? How you doing? Old but new team.
Old but new to the team. That is correct. Yeah.
Yes, I mean that's the only thing. That's the only thing is that he's older, but the team itself is pretty young. So
yeah,
they got some pieces. They could rattle Kansas City's cage a little bit. The last game they played, which I think was in like week 12 or something, Kansas City got out quick on them, and then I think they let their foot off the gas a little bit and got a little too conservative, and Tampa Bay made a little comeback, and I think the game ended up being like 27-24 or something weird. So everybody thinks it's going to be another close game.
I hope it's a close game. I just really want it to be a really good one.
Yeah.
Who is our
Yeah.
MVP?
I think it's going to be a defensive guy.
Okay.
Even if Tampa Bay wins?
If Bay wins, I still think, because in order for Tampa Bay to win, somebody on defense has to make a miraculous, out of this world play. I don't think it's gonna hinge on Tom Brady or anybody else on the offense. And because I think they're gonna score some points, but that's to be expected for both teams.
Right.
So the unexpected, and I think the Honey Badger is gonna steal the MVP because he's a slick one. I like him because of the fact that he always seems to come up big in big games. In college, last year, I think he came up big also in the game, but he didn't get the MVP, but he came up big last year too.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason why they gave it to Mahomes because he had to make that miraculous comeback. But if it wasn't for Kansas City's defense stepping up, that would have been a blowout by San Fran, because San Fran was dealing pretty well. So I like to see somebody on defense win once in a while.
What do you think about the coaching matchups? So obviously, Andy Reid for a long time was always the bridesmaid, not the bride. But then last year happened. Now you have Bruce Arians, who has had decent teams. I wouldn't say he's had an amazing team yet, but this is probably his obviously best year so far. So do you think?
I think he was like what? His head jobs have been as a head coach, not a coordinator. I think he's won a Super Bowl as a coordinator, but he hasn't won as a head coach. And he was with Arizona for a while, and then that didn't work out, and then he left, kind of stepped away from the game, and then this job came up, and he took the job. It would actually, you know what? It's kind of funny. Even if it's Black History Month, right? The most historical thing that could happen today if Tampa Bay wins is that all their coordinators and coaches, most of their coaches are African American.
They've got one hometown boy too,
and they got a hometown boy too, Byron Leftwich, who actually used to work out at the YMCA in Fairfax County, Reston.
Look at that plug right there.
And used to come there. I think he swam a lot. I think he did a little bit of workout upstairs, but he swam a lot because I think he was trying to get, that's the best exercise for aching bodies. So, and he was very nice, always spoke to you and stuff like that. And then I think he got the job in Arizona, and then he went out to Arizona, and now he's in Tampa. So it would be nice to see him win. It would suck because I don't know. I think they could possibly go back again next year. So it's kind of like it's a toss up. I just feel like Kansas City has way too much offense.
Sure. I agree. They have a lot going for themselves.
Even though they have a lot of missing pieces, people don't really talk about the trenches all so much all the time, but they are missing some key pieces on the offensive line. I think they lost a guard and a tackle, so that's going to be tough.
Make it an interesting game because I'm curious to see how everything plays out.
Yeah.
Right. You got. I mean, I'm curious. I want to see what the score is. The deciding factor will be when it gets to halftime. What is that score? Right? Because everybody has tried to put their all in the beginning. How are you going to finish it up?
Well, it's funny because Kansas City has really truly been a second half team all year. And so the game is not out of reach if they're down in the first half. You can't this not Green Bay here. We're not talking about Green Bay being down by two touchdowns. Because if Kansas City's down by 2 touchdowns, that doesn't mean anything.
I know,
And
but I'm so nervous because you know
it's
how
kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I think, I really think that whoever wins the coin toss is going to have an advantage a little bit.
I agree with you, but I don't know. It should be. It's going to be a really good game.
To Bianca's point earlier, asking about betting, have you guys noticed the insane amount of advertisement going towards like FanDuel or 55-1 odds? Like maybe it's just like the services that I have or whatever, but I even yesterday was driving and saw a billboard for FanDuel.
So
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's because we all have been talking about it, right? I brought it up to you guys and I was like, who y'all betting on? Y'all betting it? And then we got FanDuel. Also, I think it's BetMGM too, right? Because they also had some type of special come out. I think they're all just throwing them out there, throwing really good.
Well, what is it like supposed to be? What 3 points? Kansas City's favored by 3.
Yeah.
So that's the I guess you could say Vegas or whatever, the big wigs. That's their favorite type of bet, because if the spread is not that much, you get people betting both sides. So somebody's going to lose.
Really? No.
And it ain't going to be me. I'm not betting.
Did you bet anything, Herb?
Nope, I did not.
Look, let me tell you something, bro.
I didn't even do any squares this year.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, you can still go on FanDuel and still bet.
Yeah, I know. I got 6 minutes.
You better get it in. I got my little.
They got all sorts of stuff on FanDuel. They got
do.
They got.
I know. You better get up in there.
Yeah, they got all sorts of stuff. I saw it. Trust me, I clicked on it. I clicked on it.
I perused.
Yeah, he checked
I
it out.
perused it. Took a look around just to see what it was about. But then, I was like, you know what?
Right.
Nah. Right now, my betting is going to be on the stock market. That's where my betting is going to
Ooh,
Oh, Robinhood.
You're trying to get real out here.
Yeah. Another plug, Robinhood.
Robinhood is awesome.
I was late on the GameStop game, but
and if people don't also know, at the same time, Cash App, you can also do Cash App for your stocks as well. Just so you know that.
I don't know if you guys saw that, obviously not just GameStop, but they were trying to do that with AMC and even silver.
Yeah.
They were trying to put money, like they're trying to get the cost of
People
silver to go high.
Silver to go real high.
I think.
Which is really weird because, like, if you got in early on silver, you probably would be good to just stay with it. Don't do anything with silver.
I never think about silver. Who's thinking about silver?
Well, minerals are going to be,
I never think about that stuff.
Gold and silver.
That's the big arms race, basically, between China and the U.S. is about those fine minerals or fine metals. Those I can't think of the correct term of it, but the metals that go into computers and cell phones and all those little small gadgets, things like that.
Yep. Why do you think they're all over Africa?
True.
There's some stuff in Africa that some people need.
Well, I'm sure of it. That's where we came from. Look, let me.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I have not checked.
There's a lot of it's all over the world, but there's a lot more in certain countries in Africa that are being basically kind of taken.
Hey, look at that.
So, hey, what's up?
Black History Month podcast all month.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my money on FanDuel.
You're not.
I'm
You're
not putting
not
any
putting
money.
your money on FanDuel.
Not me. I told you I'm not getting in that. I'm not doing that this year. I should have. I thought
I know,
about
right?
it when I saw the point spread. When I saw the point spread, I was like, you know what? If Kansas City wins, they're going to win by more than 3.
Mm-hmm.
Heard
But
about that? We knew somebody that is probably betting that we work with.
oh yeah,
Is he?
he's the one that told me about it. He told me about it. He's like, yo, man, did you see that Virginia's now legalized gambling? I was like, oh Lord.
I
But
hear
he's
that. I
actually
was like, look, did you
he's
know
like
that
he's actually
now?
he likes
This is
going
the
to West
thing.
Virginia and doing it there. So
It's not the same when you can do it here.
I know. They're making it so accessible. I know. There's a lot to bet on. I mean, look, there's who's gonna get sacked first. I saw all of that.
Correct.
I was on there looking at I was looking at what was I looking at? I was looking at FanDuel and looking at like who's gonna turn the ball over first, who's gonna win the coin toss, who's gonna get sacked first, who's gonna throw the first interception. They have all sorts of stuff. I was like, what in the world?
All the stuff, man.
Which I feel like Tom Brady would be the first one to throw this first interception, if anybody.
I'm excited about what's going to happen tonight.
Because either he's going to get greedy or he's going to get he's going to take a chance. And that's why I feel like the Honey Badger has a Tyrann Mathieu, if nobody knows who that is. He has a good shot of picking that ball off. So,
well,
I know everybody's excited about it.
I know, right? It's an exciting moment. It's an exciting time to watch a game. We have something to look forward to. It's exciting.
Yeah, and it's great because you can be at home and watch it. You know, sometimes you want to be at events or like going, yeah, I know we can't bet against Brady. Yeah, I know. I know, but 3 points. Tom's going to do something good or bad, and I feel like this year he's done more bad than good, even though he's made it to the ship.
I know, but are you surprised that he made it this far?
When he threw those 3 interceptions in the championship game and the NFC championship game, I was like, what are they going to say about him now if he loses? But then that bad man, Aaron Rodgers, wet the bed. So I don't know. Everybody's talking about how the coaches took the ball out of his hands. I was like, took the ball out of his hands. They got 3 interceptions. You know how many points they scored off the 3 interceptions? 6 points.
I don't think Kansas City would only score 6 though.
They got Oh, that's what I mean. So if Tom throws 3 interceptions against Kansas City, that game is going to be you might be turning it off by the beginning of the 4th quarter, which is not fun because you want to see the confetti fall and all that.
Correct.
Stuff.
I want to see the whole process. I don't want to see any.
You're not into this for the commercials, Herb? I thought that's what you were all about.
Are there any? I don't think there will be many commercials. I don't think there are going to be many of them at all this year, right?
I think they're supposed to be. They're just not as like many high.
Yeah, the high profile ones, right? The ones that we're used to, like
the big money, the $1 million, $5 million commercials. None of those,
right?
I'm actually excited for the weekend.
Oh,
apparently he put in some of his own money for the halftime show.
I mean, don't they usually? I feel like they usually end up putting some of their own money into this stuff, right? No,
I think he wanted to do something extremely. What up, man? They wanted to do something exciting, so we'll see. Tom Brady, I think the weekend is going to have a lot of he's trying to make this more exciting because you gotta enjoy it because you're at home.
I agree with you. I am ready to see The Weeknd. I know he's going to be the only one that's going to be performing, which makes it probably even better because you're really getting like a concert in a sense, right? Like you're getting your whole full show that you haven't been able to experience really over the time.
If The Weeknd wasn't doing it, who would have been your choice of?
Are you sure you want to ask me who my choice would have been?
Yeah.
Because my choice would have been real Trapped Out. I would have loved to see Gucci Mane or something like that. Or
but somebody that's from Florida. Is there anybody from Florida?
I don't want to see anybody from Florida. What? I don't want to see. No. I would love to see people who are literally from like, it would have been even nice to see like some local people, right? Like some local, I don't know. Because I'm all about the go-go, so it is what it is. If they're not gonna put us out there,
Pitbull.
No, I don't want to see Pitbull. No
Pitbull. No.
Who's for that?
Yes, I'm not sure who this is, but they're saying hello to us, and we say hello back. How about that?
Yes, peace.
But no, I'm excited to see what happens tonight. I have no idea what's going to happen. If you have money on either team, you're smart. To try to see what happens, right? I think
3 points is a safe bet. I think
we should take a moment to talk about our beer that's coming out next weekend and our event that's happening soon.
Oh yeah, we got a couple things coming up, don't we?
We have a few things that are happening, right?
Just a little bit.
Trying to stay busy.
Trying to stay busy. We have our beer coming out, which is really exciting because it is a strawberries and cream chocolate milk stout. Am I correct, guys? That is what's happening, right?
That's the word on the street.
Yeah, to get that creaminess, it's supposed to be using some lactose to be able to get that kind of cream feel. Not so much that you're going to get that flavor, but that's what's going to be.
Yeah. I love cream. I love black beer.
I do too. Apparently, we're missing out on this poet that's happening.
Oh yeah, I heard she was there.
Yep, we got to get up in there.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, our beer is coming out next Saturday. Our Mardi Gras event is happening.
Mardi Gras event.
Yes, Tuesday.
Get y'all meals.
Tuesday afterwards. I'm so sorry.
Get y'all meals and pairing them up with your beers, right?
Yes, that's right.
And good luck to whichever team wins. I'm not gonna cry if the GOAT wins. I'm not gonna cry if Kansas City wins because
that's right.
Team, I don't have any skin in the game. So,
and we also have Falls Church Distillery joining us on our beer release day on February 14th. I'm so excited to have Megan Morgan join us on that day and serve us a chocolate boozy drink. We also have Chef Irv serving us some good food. I think we're gonna have some shrimp.
Yeah, that man.
Right. That's right. We're gonna have
I'm sure he hooked something up for the Super Bowl too. I'm sure he did.
You know it.
We got something from Chef Irv. You're about to be happy.
That's right. So Chef Irv, Meg's taking care of us with that boozy drink. We got our beer happening. I'm so excited. So hopefully you all get to try it, and we'll see you all next Saturday.
Yep, and enjoy the game, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the
Whatever
game.
the outcome is, be happy for whoever wins it, because I know there's not a lot of Tampa Bay fans out there.
That's right.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's Tampa Bay fans out there somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't hear from them until they win. So
that's
unlike
right.
my team, you hear about us during the offseason like we're about to win the Super Bowl again.
Show us those chicken pieces before we go, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ben, would you hook up, man? All right. I like the plating.
I do too. I like the separation. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, and he's cooking more.
Yeah, I got a few last couple of ones cooking off right now.
See, I love
all right. Well, good luck with that. And please enjoy the game.
Until next time.
Until next time, guys.
That's right. Check out our Black History episodes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please do that.